Arsenal 6, West Ham 0, 6 of the best. When you see the touches in the up box, the shots, the goals, the possession stats, complete domination. We sit third level with Manchester City, who have a game in hand in the Premier League. And it's lovely to see that, obviously, you know, whatever we did in Dubai, we're back scoring goals. And it was lovely to see Declan Rice come back to haunt his team. You know, he had a hand in a couple of goals. It was also lovely to see the West Ham fans depart in the stadium. Take a picture of that, Martin, please. And it's lovely to see Arsenal fans all over the world enjoying this return to good form. I love our set pieces. As you know, we're one of the best from this side, and we almost tried the Saliba goal before it happened. Before 10 minutes later, obviously Saliba, courtesy of a Declan Rice corner, got on the score sheet. We all know you need to get fine margins in football, and if we can be great footballers and score from dead balls, I'm great. You would have noticed Gabriel and Declan Rice also having a word before Gabriel scored. Credit to Kai Havertz for blocking the defender's path as Gabriel headed home, people. Again, set pieces have become a hallmark to Arsenal. In a nice way, they're so beautiful, they're ugly. We want to see Wenger ball, Arteta ball, but these are things that have to be central to what we're doing as well, people. So it's lovely. Saliba and Gabriel, arguably the best duo at the club, but I think Arteta and his set piece coach will give them a run for their money. And goals like that are a reward for the hard work put into training, people. What a pass that was from Trossard for Saka. They continue their great partnership. Saka's got 50 goals and 49 assists in 200 odd games. The man's amazing. Please, rival fans, don't compare your star boys to Saka. He's doing it for real. This is what we do. Shout out to Trossard. Dino, arguably had a candidate for man of the match, performed very well in the false nine. As you can see, Martin Odegaard found him as West Ham struggled to get out their own half, people. And, you know, Trossard made them pay. Martin Odegaard is a complete player. He had the most passes, most touches, almost anything, people. He's a wonderful player. He's the conductor to this team, really. I think people really downplay Odegaard. I know he's not scoring goals, but he's the first player on record to complete 100 passes, create 5 chances, and assist multiple goals in the same game. And again, I loved our build-up play. A lot of our goals, you would have seen it from back to front, and Odegaard was central to that. The man was conducting just about anything, people, really and truly. You can see he also found Bukayo Saka after good build-up play for Saka to score his second. You know, great build-up play from back to front. We was amazing. You know, build-up play from Raya was absolutely amazing. We pressed high, we capitalized on mistakes, and we smelt blood. I think the best goal for me would be Declan Rice coming back to haunt his team after getting booed, scoring a screamer. I know that might have killed him internally, but yeah, he got an assist for Saliba and Gabriel. He also got his 6th goal of the season, and he's doing well in terms of taking corners. He got 2+ assists in the first Premier League game in his career, people. And in the 66 minutes played, he was unstoppable, an absolute boss, really and truly. And again, he deserved his standing ovation. And I think that was a great touch from the West Ham fans who did stay. You look at his heat map. When you look at Declan Rice, he's an all-action midfielder, and now he's marrying that with improved play in the final third. He's taking set pieces and things. We've got a great signing there, don't we, folks? Let's not beat around the bush, man. An absolute quality player. Declan Rice is truly a phenomenal talent for me, man. And I'm very happy with what we've got. And naturally so, once again, Arsenal fans are going to be enjoying. We've now scored 16 goals from set pieces, people, which is the most in the Premier League. As I said, Martin Odegaard had a great game. I'm just here to spread further propaganda. You can look at his pass map. When Rice and Odegaard are on song in the engine room, we're a different team. Saliba and Gabriel scored 11 goals between them. Obviously, they both got on the score sheet against West Ham. Gabriel's got the most goals in the Premier League. Saliba's got the most clean sheets. We're doing all right. Saka got man of the match, and again, he's a great player. It's nice he scored a penalty after missing there last year. You know, 50 goals for Arsenal Football Club at 22 years of age. It's absolutely amazing, and he's found his form in the last 5 games as well, people. Again, we registered a 6-goal league victory away from home for the first time since December 1935. Our last 2 times we've scored 6 goals have actually come against David Moyes' team, and this is the heftiest West Ham home defeat they've had, really. It was lovely. It was lovely to see young Ethan get some minutes as well. You know, Arteta don't really play the A-lenders. So, yeah, we keep it moving. We scored goals. We kept a clean sheet. We, you know, exploited West Ham's frailties. It was a complete performance. We're doing what we need to do. We've arrested our terrible form that saw us kind of fall off towards the tail end of the year, and we're back now. 4 wins from 4, 12 points from 12 points. Let's keep it going. Big up you lot for tuning in, people. It means the world. Now, obviously, I've gone over the game from a tactical point of view. Just a couple of things I felt I missed in terms of my notes. I did like the first goal because of reasons discussed, and I also think it was also great build-up play initially from us. And big up Kirill, who had a decent game against West Ham, and in a decent run of form now. He did well to win the corner. Obviously, the second goal was a fantastic ball from Trossard for Bukayo Saka. As we know, football is about relationships, and obviously a team is a reflection of what we've been doing in training. But in terms of players, Trossard and Saka kind of reflects what we're seeing with Declan Rice and Odegaard, or Saliba and Gabriel, in that there's that synergy. Sometimes you just know to play certain passes, and ballers always play with ballers. This is why I said, obviously there was probably some other reasons, but I think the main thing that saw us have an inability to score goals and is seeing us score 6 now has been confidence. There looks like everybody's smiling because we won 6-0. Obviously, I got no complaints, but we could have scored a lot more. Trossard could have had a hat trick, Saka could have had a hat trick, couple other players could have got onto the score sheet. Everyone did their job. Even Raya, who had a quiet day, which is great, with his distribution, was quality as well. Big up Benjamin White. I think he had a really good game. Man of the match, I'm not sure. I think people really underestimate, forget the involvement for Saka's goal or the fact Trossard scored, but I think he really did well in that false 9, dropping into midfield, pulling out to the right and left, finding Saka, obviously. If I had to highlight certain individuals, I would say Declan Rice. He's got 2 assists and he scored a goal. I think Odegaard deserves a hail up. I think Trossard was fantastic. Saka's obviously got a claim. Kai Havertz did all right, as did Martinelli. Probably, Martinelli's disappointed to not get on the score sheet. I think Havertz had a good game, but it's another one where you've been here, which is good, but the rest are up there, especially in the midfield. It still feels like we're lacking something, but we kept a clean sheet. We scored 6 goals. We got 3 points. We've got 12 points from an available 12. 4 games on the spin now. I got no complaints. The third goal, I liked it, because again, good build-up play. Trossard, I actually don't know if that's a foul, but Trossard wins the foul. Rice delivers. As you saw, Rice and Gabriel's conversation was lovely. And I also feel, what kind of led to that third is by now West Ham looked disillusioned. They looked like they wanted half-time. They were making poor mistakes. What I liked is our build-up play was great. They couldn't get near us. We were just a class above them, but we was gambling that they would lose the ball in their own half towards the end of the first half, and Areola's kicking is poor. We're gambling in that regards, as I've said. They're giving it away high up the pitch. Zuma, as the plays progress, hasn't done the best either. Havertz has helped to win it back. Obviously, Odegaard's worked his magic, and Trossard has provided the finish. I said I like the fourth because of the conversation between Rice and Gabriel, but there's one thing talking about it, there's another one doing it. Big up Havertz for blocking the run actually as well, for Gabriel to score, which again goes back to the training ground. For me, a couple of these goals, or the build up to these goals, we put like 20 passes together, which is great. That's what we should be doing, and I think that is also reflected in the 5th goal and also the 6th goal. Obviously Trossard, I'm gonna be generous to say Trossard and Odegaard heard a call from Declan Rice, but that was also good build-up play before Rice smashed it home. So all in all, a fantastic performance in a game that, West Ham have kind of had our number in the last 3 games previously, and, it's justice well-deserved. We popped their bubbles, we hammered the hammers, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, man, we just got to go towards Burnley, etc., etc. And, we enjoy over the weekend the West Ham game, a bit like Liverpool last week. It's irrelevant now. We'll look back in May. Now it's on to Burnley and everything else. As you know, there's a lot of tough games, and the games are coming thick and fast in February. February and March is a very delicate period for Arsenal, really and truly. The only criticism, or not even criticism, the only bad point I would say is something not really relevant to the game. It's the fact that, Tomiyasu, Arteta said it wasn't the time to risk him. Smith Rowe apparently rolled his ankle in training. Obviously, Thomas Partey and Timber are long-term absentees. Zinchenko and Jesus are also out. And Arteta did say we've got one of the finished squads. He did say when you kind of get to this period, you need all your players fit. That we haven't exactly got that. So it's nice to see we've scored 6 goals without necessarily key players or strong or the strongest of 11s. It's also nice that we've been able to, make sure West Ham's form doesn't turn around against us, because the last time they won in the Premier League was actually the game at the Emirates. So it's nice to see that. It has felt like David Moyes has had one on Arteta for the last few games. Nice to see that the apprentice has got one over his season pro. So yeah, man, the bad times continue where West Ham are concerned. They're going to have to do what they need to do. The good times are continuing where Arsenal's concerned, and we're also changing the narrative. You go back early in the season, we was flying. Arsenal fans said they don't fear no one in the Champions League. We hit a blip in December / last January, and you know what was said there. Now the sentiment is turning over to, can we fight for a league? Me personally, I don't think we have it in us to win the league, but run it close as much as you can and just try and improve day after day, game after game. So that's all my thoughts, people. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and comment and let me know your thoughts. As usual, appreciative of you lot tuning in for this. And yeah, man, hopefully when we do this tactical analysis videos, we keep it going. Some of you say you're unaware that I do these kind of videos, so turn on your notification bells. But on that note, bless everyone. Let me know your thoughts on individual performances, collective performances, what this potentially means for Arsenal potentially winning the league, and all the other talking points. Turn on your notification bells because you know I bring out hella content. Most importantly, stay blessed, stay safe. One love for tuning in. Peace.
Always was that active red man defending. I think it's like